Welcome to Nervous Nellies. Oh boy, for a very special presentation. This is already mayhem here today. We have a video that we're going to show you. We have a slideshow. Everybody here in the audience, if you want to hear the video or if you want to see the video, now's the time for everybody to quiet down. Mary, you can say whatever you want to say. This is a very special unveiling for the Women's Club building on Sterling Avenue. Mary?
What do you want me to say?
Jump right in here. This is your
are.
show. You got to get nice and close.
This is not my show.
Get nice and close.
This is the community show. And this is brought to you by the Women's Club, which we have great membership here tonight.
Barb, grab the microphone. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Barb. Now, before we play the video, we're going to get everybody quiet. Oh, there's Fox. Fox 4, everybody. Yes. Yes. I have to tell you, no, I'm not going to tell this story. I'm not going to tell that story. So why don't you explain to everybody first why we're here and what you guys do for the Women's Club?
Well, that's part of my slideshow. I thought we were going in a certain order.
I run the show, so you answer the questions. Just like on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. Go ahead.
So here we are. Ed's running the show. When he told me it was my show, he just runs it. So as many people maybe here know, the Women's Club has been in existence since 1964 at 175 Sterling. You can't hear me? Oh.
Nice and close.
If you get nice and close, everybody can hear you loud and clear, Mary.
Thank you. So, like many people, we lost our building during Hurricane Ian. Right after the storm, and we'd already been involved with a lot of things in the community. The Kiker family turned over the Putt and Pub to us, which is an event we do the third Saturday in January, and we've had that for about 7 years. We're working on our seventh. Jesus. We're working on our seventh.
I'm not used to doing a show on Friday night. I'm fine.
We're working on our 7th Christmas tree festival. And when a lot of the members that you see here, because he's coughing so damn loud, Heidi. Jesus. Okay, so what's going to get back to you? So is this good, Heidi? Heidi, tell your friends to shut up, Heidi. So after the storm, we partnered with the Community Foundation, and I think this is kind of I think this is why everyone knows what the Women's Club is doing, is we partnered with the Community Foundation, and even with many of you donations from Beach Talk Radio listeners, we put back $740,000 back into the community, $500 a household at a time. And we've been doing different things after the storm. I don't know if Alex King is here tonight, but he challenged us to do something that would bring people to the island, and we started the Pub Passport last year. And so through these things, people have gotten more familiar with what the Women's Club has done, and our whole mission is about supporting the other nonprofits on the island. So when we do fundraisers and we get sponsorships, portions of that go back to nonprofits. We're one of the few nonprofits that have a place to be, a place to go. And so part of the things that we incorporated into this ideally new build is some storage space for nonprofits that they can rent on an annual place.
All right. I didn't mean you to do the whole presentation at the beginning. Sorry about that. So.
Say what you mean. Say what you mean, Ed.
Are you guys okay to hear in the back there? Is everybody all right? We're not used to having an audience this big. It's a dinky podcast. We only have 97,503 followers. So no need to applause. That was not an applause line. So what we're going to do now is we are going to play a video of the president of the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club. It's going to be on this screen here, and we're going to do the best we can to make sure you guys can hear it loud and clear.
Hi, my name is Dawn Thomas, and I'm the president of the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club. And we are so excited tonight to share with you our vision of our new clubhouse and launch our capital campaign. The mission of the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club is to support educational and recreational activities for nonprofit, charitable, and community organizations operating within the Fort Myers Beach area. The historic Women's Clubhouse was actually the second schoolhouse built on the island. It was a teenagers' dance hall, a community meeting place, and a hub for all the activity throughout the years. It was built in 1938 as the second beach schoolhouse, and it ran until 1948 when they ran out of room for the kids. It was donated to the Women's Club and therefore became one of the places where everybody went to and held their activities. Throughout the years, it weathered many storms, but sadly we lost it on September 28th, 2022 to Hurricane Ian. At that time, we did not let it get us down, and the Women's Club focused their efforts to rebuilding back the island. We're really proud of all the things we did since the storm. In October of 2022, we actually launched the 33931 Fund, where we raised over $730,000, and we donated $500 gift cards back to people who resided on Fort Myers Beach. We gave over $77,000 to local nonprofits to help feed and clothe and give supplies to people on the beach. We donated $34,000 back to the beach school to help with supplies, teachers' supplies, as well as a shed. And in April of 2023 and April of 2024, we started the Putt and Pub with the passport to encourage people to come down to Fort Myers Beach and visit our bars and restaurants because they were struggling. Along with our Christmas Tree Festival and Putt and Pub, we can proudly say we donated an additional $108,000 back to the local nonprofits in our area. We were pretty busy. So at this time, we decided to change our efforts and start rebuilding our clubhouse. It's our vision to have a hall where everybody can come visit, where residents can hold their events, whether it's personal or educational, where nonprofits can have their meetings and their events at our hall. It's not just going to be for the Women's Club, it's for everyone to enjoy. We are excited to share with you our vision and have an exciting way of how you can get involved and be a part of Fort Myers Beach history. You can join the Beach Talk Radio Yellow Army Challenge and be a part of the Yellow Army Lounge mural, which is basically a mural comprised of photos of you, things you love on the beach, things that make you happy. Anything goes. Your contribution will honor the community spirit and create a living memorial that continues to give back. The possibilities are endless. Thank you.
Big hand for the president of the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club. Thank you so much, Dawn, for that. And we're going to get into the Yellow Army Lounge in a little bit, but Mary, where are we taking it now?
I think you wanted to do a slideshow.
All right, we have a slideshow that we're going. I don't have a slideshow, but I'm happy to show this slideshow. So you're going to be able to follow along on the screen there.
Go to the top one.
I'm going to move it up there. As you guys know, if you watched our Facebook page, you know that is the picture. Wow, what is that? That's
Foxy Fox.
That is a fox right there. Actually, that's my screensaver, so I have no idea what that is. All right, we're going to share that screen so everybody at home that's watching can also see the pictures. And all those pictures are behind us, too, if you guys wanted to come up and get a close look of it, of all these different rooms and stuff. And we also have Albert here and Jim Inc. here, and we're going to be talking to those guys along the way.
Slideshow.
All right. So much going on here. There's too many moving parts. All right. There we go. Stand by. I got it.
Foxy Fox. Well, there it is. There's our slideshow.
Go ahead. Start with that.
Oh, it's gone. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Well, just
You guys-
push start, dude.
No, I got to get it up on the screen so everybody can see it. There we go. Window. There it is. Now we got it.
All right. Now, can you press start? How did you do that last? It was 2 beers ago. Come on.
Do you want to talk about?
Well,
There-
this is our building.
Yeah, go right ahead. You're in charge now. I'll
Can you
move
do
the
full
slides.
screen? Can't you do a full screen?
I can do the full screen.
It's so much prettier when you do that. Okay, you're not going to get it done. So, I wish Kim was there. It is. Good job.
I
There's
wish
our
Kim was here.
building.
So do I. Go ahead.
So this is our building. Thanks to Albert Dambrose at Studio AD and Jim Ink from Ink Engineering. They have spent about 18 months with us while we tried to figure out what we could do and what was feasible. And we got a budget from Seagate, and this is why we're here. We're ready to start this project. Next slide.
All right.
And this is part of why Ed said I started telling everybody the slideshow, because it talks about the history about how the Women's Club was involved. A lot of the members that you see today became involved after 2017. They were down to 16 members, and we're about 120 right now. And they're all very motivated and doer women, and it's pretty fun to. I don't think if we didn't have the membership that we have, we wouldn't be where we're at today, talking about this. Okay.
Just keep going.
Yeah, next. I don't. Well, you have it fired up, Ed.
Our achievements. Let's talk about our
I
achievements.
know, but you didn't.
I know. But you can talk about our achievements
Okay,
while I'm trying to
which I
figure
did.
out what I'm doing. So much easier when I'm sitting here with the mayor. We just go
I'm-
back and forth about stuff.
Dan, can you take my place, please?
Our achievements. You're up to our achievements.
Okay, our achievements, and which we started talking about, is that we've been involved in community activities for years. Before our current membership got involved, they used to do fashion shows, other fundraisers. Our current women, I guess, aren't that classy. We don't do any fashion shows. But we do drink and do putt and pub and and pub passports. We do bar crawls, so we're fun. I don't, Ed. So what it was talking about is our achievements after the storm, which I had already alluded to. The amount of money that was donated back to households at $500 a time, and the pub passport and the Christmas tree festival. So we're going to the new clubhouse, and I kind of alluded to this too. Donna and I started meeting with Jim Ink and Albert Dambrose. I think it was in March of last year, and we had some ideas, and they were like, "Yep, great ideas." And there was just so much still going on after the storm. It just wasn't the time to pursue it, and so we finally kind of got really serious about it in May, and in July, literally a month ago, we got a budget that we thought we could work with. And so here we are with Ed.
All right.
All right, Ed.
Next one. Your investment. This is what we've all been waiting for. Break out the checks. Wait, does that say Yes, it does. $4.3 million.
It is.
We got the right crowd sitting right here. Lock the door.
Yep. So our budget is 4.3. It's about just under 4.1 to build our building, and we have 200,000 invested in there for FF&E, furniture, fixtures, and equipment. So we are at 4.3, and you lost the fox, and now we have nothing.
Oh, we're good. No, go ahead.
Okay. So my next slide. Ed.
Yep. Next slide.
Oh.
The design.
This is the design. So it's funny because I've had people ask, and so I had Albert educate me. Our land is 4 feet over flood, and we're going to add about a foot of dirt, and then our building will be elevated 10 feet, so we'll be 15 feet over flood. So that it's pretty. It's going to be a little bit pretty. We're going to put some green space in front of it instead of the parking. It's a little
right.
different, and that's what this schematic shows. We got this, I think last week. Jim got it to us, but it looks towards Estero Boulevard the way it sits. One thing we didn't have at the Women's Club is an entrance exit off Lazy Way, but I guess now the fire department's kind of sassy about being able to access us. It's really weird, like we're going to be irresponsible now. I don't know. But if you go ahead and go to the next one, and you can kind of see the layout. So it's probably hard to see, but what you'll see is that we have at the front of that drawing is what we're calling the community room. And that is Well, it's a community room.
I should have went for the bathroom to be named after me, not
Yep.
the lounge.
Yep. So in there is going to be the
That
Yellow
would've
Army
been
Lounge. It's going to be the Yellow Army Lounge. So what you'll see is on the right, lower right side of that picture, if you're looking at it, is the entrance into the building. And the first thing you'll go into is kind of a common space. It's where we'll have some dedication information. There's what we've done is so that you can access either wing. We've kept bathrooms in the common space so that we don't have to have two sets of bathrooms. So we made things functional, but purposeful.
How many floors are we here? Two?
One floor.
One floor.
One floor.
It's not 17. It's one, man. It's one. Oh, that didn't go over well.
One story
Wow.
one story over flooded.
Oh, you guys
Stop
are all
it.
about it on the Facebook. Well, when we're live, you don't want to say anything.
And we'll be glad after the show if anyone has specific questions, and we have some brochures that we'll be glad to talk about it. But we do have, so as I mentioned, we're one of the few nonprofits that actually have land space on the island. And what we built into there is, it says lockouts on here, but there are 3 nonprofit rooms that nonprofits that have no land can actually rent from us on an annual basis so that they have storage and that type of stuff. Access to boardrooms, education room, that type of stuff. Okay, Ed, this
All
is the
right.
real thing. So
Here comes the strategy,
So
everybody.
our-
Put your thinking caps on.
our strategy, we have been meeting with donors, investors, and council people, just talking about how we want to get to where we want to get from point A to a building done. And one of the things that we came up with Ed, our capital campaign committee, is
Ta-da!
ta-da, the yellow Army Lounge. Now, here's what's really cool about this is that this will be, you can see it, I think, in that picture, in this picture over here on your guys' far
Yeah,
left.
the pictures on the stage really pop off this drawing that Albert brought with him. So if you come up afterward and you want to look at the pictures, they really look awesome.
So that will be 9 feet tall and 17 feet wide.
Holy moly.
And you can see on the picture on the left as well that next to it is a monitor. So this is an interactive mosaic picture. It'll hold 20,000 pictures. For $50, you can upload your picture, anything you want. It'll be on our wall, and then we'll have a computer that's interactive so that when you do, and you'll actually be able to pull it up remotely, because we'll be able to show you today where you can pull it up remotely. But you'll be able to say, well, where's Ed's picture? And you'll type in Ed, and it'll take you to any pictures that he's uploaded. So it's interactive, but when it's done, so this is how it, when we start filling in pictures today, this is how it'll look. It'll look gray space until it's done.
So yes, that when they came to us with that idea, we were like, we're on board 100%. So 20,000 pictures times $50. You guys know I'm good with math, is $1 million. We're trying to raise $1 million for the Yellow Army Lounge, or it's just going to be called Army Lounge for anything less than that. It won't be yellow. There will not be our logo. And the turtle there'll be lights over the turtle. That's just the way it's going to happen.
I think I told you we're just going to call it y'all.
Yeah, y'all. I like that. So as we go along, I'm going to do a live. I'm going to pop up a picture so you can see how simple it is. And then every Friday when we send the newsletter out, we're going to keep everybody up to date on how much money was raised and how many pictures are up there. And so you can see that, obviously after the storm 2 years ago, we raised $350,000 for the community. This is a way bigger ask. So it's got to be you guys and then 3 friends or 4 friends or 5 friends, just to say, you're helping rebuild the community with $50. We're doing it $50 at a time.
Okay. You want to show the picture?
We had a couple
And
more
these-
slides.
These are just some interior renditions. Some of the things that you see behind us, our boardroom. And we do have other donor levels. If you're interested in that, we'd be glad to talk to you about it. We have becoming an honorary member, and we'll be putting medallions for those that are in here, you can see on the bar medallions that are about 3 inches in piece, and you'll have your name and what we're calling the honor bar. We have, is there one more after that?
Yep.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
And so the other one is Cornerstone Builders for 5,000. We'll have your name or however you want it, memoriam, in our entryway steps. So there's other ways besides this, but $50 is kind of a thing that you can upload a picture of your favorite thing, like your favorite picture on the pier, or your favorite picture at the whale. So you upload your picture and it's there until we have to replace
Yep.
the wall.
All right, so here is a demo of this is live now, right?
Yep.
People can go, where do they go if they want to start donating? You can see how the pictures pop off there, which is really cool. So we're going to do a live demo of how this happens right here. So all you need to do, it's quick and easy. Oops, not that easy when you're not smart. So all you need to do is type in your name. We practiced this for 3 hours before the show.
That's not a lie.
And there's the picture.
There it is.
Save it. I understand the terms. There you go. $50 in the bank. It's as easy as that.
So
And-
then go ahead and close that and then type Ed. So this is how it'll be interactive in the monitor next to it. So up there where it says search, Ed, and then, yeah.
Cool.
And then it takes you to the picture. So if you're looking for Bob's or Sue's or Patty's picture, you can find
That-
it.
And by the way, that suit doesn't exist anymore. It went in the fireplace the day after that event. That's the truth. All right. I have to do what she tells me to do sometimes.
Okay.
All right. So how about we bring up Albert and Jim,
Sure.
and they can talk a little bit more about how they put this structure together. Albert D'Ambrose and Jim Inc., come on down. And we'll have you guys back up right afterward. Thank you. Barb? All right. And you guys, what they go on the Women's Club website right now, Mary? And
fmb-wc.org, and you will see right in the middle, I think, the Yellow Army Challenge.
sweet.
And you can start uploading your
Folks,
pictures right
please
now. It's live.
don't embarrass me. It's only $1 million. Please, $50 at a time. Nobody on the beach is ever going to talk to me again if I can't raise $1 million. Please help me out here. I can't have that. I don't know who wants to go first, Albert or Jim. You guys put this beautiful building together. So Albert, have at it.
Where do you want me to start? I mean, I guess walls on a second floor. It's designed for what we have to design for. We don't ever say things that are designed for miles per hour. We always exceed the code. So this is something that's going to be designed for the next 40, 50 plus years. So they will never have to go through what they went through before. And that's what we designed for these days.
Now, let me ask you a stupid question because Kim's not here, and you guys know she always asks dumb questions when we do these shows. All right, come on. You know I'm joking. Now I forgot my question. No, I didn't. Is this a good price? Like, if if they had to buy this building without you guys putting in this work, what would the actual price be?
Price of what?
The building, we're trying to raise 4.3 million. I mean, I'm guessing it's discounted in some way, or maybe that is a dumb
I
question.
leave the cost of construction to the contractors. Always
Okay.
figure that part out.
Well, we'll talk
And
to
I
Matt soon.
I think Seagate did a really good job, and we actually met with them multiple times. We don't go through one exercise, and whether it's residential or commercial, we always go through conceptual budgeting to make sure everything's included. We want a high level budget to make sure everything from site to furniture to structure, electrical, everything's included in there.
Okay.
So we went through with Seagate's team, and we went through their budget. We put things back in, added some things here, and this is how we get to a comfortable budget to make
Sweet.
sure it's a realistic number.
Does anybody have any questions for Albert or Jim? Jim, anything else that everybody should know about what you've done and what you do in the building here? Or raise your hand if you have a question. We're happy to make this audience participation. The mayor's not even paying attention over there. Look at him. He doesn't care about the community. He's not even listening. Oh, come on, you guys. Nobody's got a sense of humor tonight. What is it? You only have a sense of humor on Saturday? For crying out loud. Everybody knows I could. At least that's a mayor I could kid around with. You know what I'm saying? What for you? What for your campaign? How come I don't see your photo up there yet, Dan? Come on. Oh, stop it. Anything else, Jim? What were you saying? Jim, wake up over there.
No, I'm awake. I really don't have anything else. I mean, we have to go through the permitting process like everybody else does.
Yeah.
So it's an ongoing process that, it takes 6 to 9 months or longer to get through the permitting process.
In a perfect world, I asked Matt this, I asked Ben this, I asked everybody this. In a perfect world, when do you think this thing could be like? When can be cutting a ribbon?
When it's ready.
Just like a developer. He talks just like a developer.
So that it really serves the purpose of being a community building, affordable for other people's to use.
Sweet. Nobody applauds for me. You get all the applause, Mary. Anything else, you guys, before we have? Oh, go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, really interesting question that I asked actually Albert last week is I said, because Albert and Jim Inc. have donated all of their time and all of their services to the Women Club so far. And that has not been an easy task because, at the same time we started meeting with them, we're dealing with our own issues from the storm too. And we were probably really, I'm sure when they started meeting with us, they thought, what a hot mess. But I actually asked Albert last week why he became involved with this build. And I think he just drugged Jim into it. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. It was a really nice, it was a nice heartwarming story that Albert told me. So I was hoping he would share it.
Yeah, they didn't know for a while until like last week, and they asked me why I got involved. So the reason I got involved was I didn't honestly know that the women's club existed before the storm. My brother-in-law, who's back here, Matt, very close to our family, my kids and my wife back there, lived just off island here, but also Fort Myers Beach. And then he went through the hurricane damage. We got him out the day before. We obviously, me as an architect, also with things, did not know the level extreme, how much damage it would have in the storm surge. It just was something that was beyond what I actually fathomed as well too. But after the storm, obviously his place was destroyed. He's living with us for a year. My wife found on a Facebook page about the women's club reaching out with the gift cards and all that stuff. And they were so open and friendly. And the first thing obviously he did was what we had, was what he took with us, was just to purchase his work clothes to go back to work, basically. And I didn't forget that. And then my wife found a page where Mary was saying, does anyone know an architect to help out with our rebuild? And I told him, absolutely. They've done so much, not just for my brother-in-law, but obviously the thousands of people on the island and all the nonprofits. By all means, I want to make sure they're guided in the right direction. So we reached out and then we connected and they said, don't worry about hiring us as a firm and charge. We're not going to charge you for these things. And that's still going to continue on until we get to construction. Of course, we need a civil engineer, and I've known Jim for a while. So I said, we need a civil engineer. So Jim came on board and he also agreed to the task.
He says, Al,
A big hand again for Jim Inc. and Albert D'Ambrose. All the work you've put into the women's club that will become a reality. Has anybody tried to post a picture yet? Has anybody yet tried to put a picture? Dorothea, did you try to put the picture in yet?
I did. I put 2 in.
She put 2 in already. All right. I'm not going to do anything else with this. I'm just going to keep it the way it is because everything's working fine. All right. How about we introduce Matt Price from Seagate? He is the CEO of Seagate. Matt is here, everybody. And Matt has been a big part. Matt has been a big part of the redevelopment of Fort Myers Beach. He's got a lot of great ideas.
Doesn't matter. Hey guys. Hello.
Passing money around. Just like
$5. Wow, that's great.
Matt Price.
Am I good? Am I on?
You are on.
All right, I'm on. Hi, everybody.
Tell everybody about
Oh, my wife's here. She's clapping. The only one clapping, my wife. There she is. Thanks, honey.
Tell everybody about Seagate and Matt Price.
No one cares about Seagate, do they? No, we're a local developer here. We own some property on the island. Most of you probably know. We're working on a couple other projects as well. And we got introduced to Mary and the team with Women's Club, I don't know, a while back. And we really tried to concentrate for them on, they're trying to spend as much money as they can on their mission and taking care of what they want to take care of. So we took it upon ourselves to try to cut as much cost out of the building as possible so they can spend the money where they should really spend it, which is on their mission. And what a mission it is. I mean, learning about it and everything, Mary, what you guys do is incredible. We're really excited to work with you. We are working. We did all of the upfront stuff and threw that in, which we're happy to do. We're going to be working through the project, doing the same thing, working with our main subcontractors to see if we can get as much donated as possible. The goal is always to, come in budget, but if we can bring this thing under budget, that's just more money for you guys to spend in places where you can spend. So that is our main goal, and we're really looking forward to it. But more importantly, my wife texted me a couple pictures of my, so Ed, this picture thing's really fun. And so one of the things we like to do is embarrass our kids, right? Because why not? Like, if you're going to have kids, embarrass them. They're 14 and 12 right now. But I have some pictures of them on Fort Myers Beach from like when they were much younger. And then Ed, look at this one, because this one's great.
Oh my God.
Look at this one. This was actually a Christmas card picture that we used on the north side. Look at that.
This is just a private show going on here, everybody.
Fine.
I mean,
no, don't you worry. I have a feeling we're going to be buying many squares to embarrass our kids. So
yeah.
So in fact, hold on. I think Molly wants at least 2. So I'm going to bring.
You gotta.
So there you go. $100. We're gonna buy 2, and we're gonna pick tonight while we're at dinner with our kids. We're gonna pick the 2 most embarrassing ones and show them. So,
oh boy. Yes. What? Oh, I thought somebody had a question.
No, it's just my wife yelling yes.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I will say,
She's
if you
way
want
more
to
fun.
write a cash or check, we can actually generate a code and email it to you so you can upload them. Otherwise, you pay online when you're uploading them.
Right.
So.
We'll just send you the picture, Mary. Oh boy.
We'll take dinars. We'll take any kind of money you have on you. We'll convert it all. So it's a $4.3 million building and a $1 million lounge, for crying out loud. When you come into my lounge, you're not coming in with any shoes on or shirts are required. It's going to be totally formal when you come into that lounge. Matt, why do you want to do something like this for the Fort Myers Beach community?
So actually, Mark Kuhn, who's sitting over here, is our VP. He's, I think, taking a video, probably trying to embarrass me tomorrow or Monday. So Mark is actually our VP of commercial, and he also heads up our committee for our nonprofits. And we do a lot of work with nonprofits. It's a major part of one of Seagate's building blocks and visions. We like to give back to our community. We're a local company. We have 300 employees. A lot of them live. Mark Taglieri lives on the island right here. He's you probably all see him, the big bald guy in the middle there. So
And we have other employees that live on the beach. They live all over, and we like to try to work with nonprofits. We work with Goodwill. We're working on with the city of Fort Myers on their multicultural center right now with a great group there, and then here on Fort Myers Beach with the Women's Club. But we make it a important part of our culture to give back to the community. And it's interesting because, it's hard to keep employees now. It's hard to keep people motivated. And one of the bigger motivators that we found is not necessarily paying people more money. It's giving them a purpose. And one of the purposes that we've seen that's really helped out is helping out the community, especially during tough times. And everyone still remembers that hurricane like it was yesterday.
And folks, I know that everybody's asking for money. Everybody needs money. There's always fundraising going on. But what you're seeing here is you're going to be able to donate $50, and you're going to watch a building be built with your $50. It's your $50. Maybe it's $100 because you want to embarrass your kids. If you have 6 kids, embarrass them all. If you have 12 kids and grandkids, feel free to embarrass them all. But you do need to tell a friend or 2 friends or 3 friends, because we only have so many. I don't know how many people are. I mean, I tell people this all the time. We don't know how many people are actually active of what we have. But, that's 20,000 people. 20,000 people at $50 is $1 million. So you're going to need to help spread the word and watch this building be built. So please help push it out to your friends and your followers. And, $50 is a lot to some people, but it's only $50, and it's very meaningful. When you see these pictures behind us and what's going to be built over the next few years. And the quicker we can raise that money, the faster that it can be built. Matt, anything else?
I don't think so. I'll let the stars of the show get back up here and take more questions.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has any questions. Yes.
Anyone have any questions for Matt? Raise your hand. Annie.
I'm sorry?
How much money needs to be raised to start the building?
I think she mentioned about $3 million.
$3 million?
Yeah, she told me she'd give the rest an IOU eventually. So figure it out. We'll work something out. It'll be fine.
So thank you very much, Matt Price. And by the way, everybody,
thanks,
thanks Matt. Just so you're all staying in the loop of everything that's going on, Matt and his team are going to present their plans for the Red Coconut property on Wednesday night at 5:30 at the Pink Shell. 4 o'clock? I don't know where I got 5:30 from. 4 o'clock at the Pink Shell. If you come at 5:30, enjoy the pool and the bar, but you'll miss the presentation. I know. I'm going to be there at 5:30. Is it at 5:30? All right, 4 o'clock. No, it's 4 o'clock. I knew that. 4 o'clock, and I totally lost my train of thought. Is the room full? We still have places, or is it full? Okay, you're getting close to full. We'll broadcast the presentation live at 4 o'clock, and you can also come to the Pink Shell. If it's full, we'll let you guys know if it's full. So Red Coconut property is of big interest on Fort Myers Beach, and so is the Women's Club property. Is anyone else from your organization coming up, Mary?
I think Mary Ellen and Megan are coming up.
Mary Ellen and Megan, everybody. Big hand for more Women's Club members. And by the way, as they make their way up to to this very popular Dinky podcast, I want to let you know that the Women's Club is not just for women. Dudes can join. And I am a woman. Sorry. I am a these days doesn't really matter. I am a member of the Women's Club. And I'm going to be in the Olympics in female boxing in 4 years.
Again, as Mary said, initially our main mission is to support other nonprofits. So every nonprofit on this island can be part of our events and earn a piece of the pot as they're walking away from those events. And that we are the only organization that does that. And then the second piece is when we started that 33931 fund, we never anticipated that it would take off the way that it did. I mean, we thought we were going to hand out 20 gift cards or something like that when it started, and it took on a total life of its own. But it tells you the passion that people have for Fort Myers Beach, that we're donating those funds so that we could give them to our community. And we became that vessel along with the community foundation to be able to do that. And I think our building itself, the neighborhood that it's in, it stands for Fort Myers Beach. It really shows people that we are a neighborhood, we are a community, and people loved that old building. So, I mean, I think it's amazing that many people got behind us. And what I would like to do, with the help of Mary Ellen, do you want me to read a few first, or do you want to do yours first?
What?
Do you want to tell your story first?
Okay, I'll tell my story first because I'll get worked up in the beginning. Because
Are you going to cry? Because if you cry, then I'm going to cry. All right.
Oh,
I need some tissues.
You want me to rip?
I cry easy.
Okay, I'm going to do mine, then she can do hers.
Yes. So as background, I have Mary Ellen with me. She was actually one of the recipients of a $500 gift card, and I want her to share her story, and then I'm going to share a couple other stories with you.
So after the hurricane, and I lost everything, totally lost everything. And we're all trying to put pieces together. And, you know, I heard about the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club, and they're just giving like $500 gift cards. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, oh my God, how marvelous this club is, just giving out $500 gift cards so people can get their stuff together, whether it's food, clothing. I'm like, this club is fantastic. Took it, started putting my life together. I'm like, I have to be part of this. I have to, whatever comes forward in my life, I have to be part of this, to be part of something that gives back to something in somebody's life, whatever else they need. What this club gave back to me, we all got together and we talked about the hurricane, how we all lost everything. It was almost like a therapy that we all had for each other, like how we all lost everything. And like, what did you lose? What did you lose? It was like therapy for all of us. And we just all became friends and family. And then we all got into activities like
Well, how did you come
Club
across them though? How did you know to get in touch with them?
It
Did
was
somebody
just
introduce you to them, or did you know
no,
about
it was
them?
in the neighborhood when we all started talking about like the Red Cross, you know, get in touch with the Red Cross. Oh, the Women's Club has like gift cards that you can get $500 because we lost everything.
Yeah.
We all had nothing,
Mhm.
like nothing. And it was like, all right. So, you know, I applied. And at the time I applied, they had zero funds. Everybody applied and there was zero. And what was funny was like, okay, so here they had no funds.
When you
and-
say
and when
they, do
they-
you mean the women's club at the time? It was because it was so early on. Is
Yeah.
that what
So
you
they
mean?
had
Yeah.
zero.
I can tell you they had funds, but it was a cluster
No,
trying to
but-
figure out how to get
Right,
the
but
money
they
out
had
quickly.
zero- but they had zero funds. But when they got funds, I got the funds.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like, oh my God, this club is freaking ironic.
Yeah, the
that
problem
I
was
got
with the banks.
funds, that when they got the funds, they still reached out to me and I got the funds. I'm like, I have to be part of this. And it's been a blessing.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it's just, this whole thing has just been a blessing with the women in the society.
And you joined after.
I joined after the hurricane, and it's just been fantastic.
Well, thank you for telling your story. I remember back in the beginning there, there was money coming in and the banks couldn't figure out how to. We just wanted to get them the money and get the money out, and you guys just wanted to get as quickly as you can. And it was like people needed the money right away. They just went through hell and they needed the money right away, and nobody could figure out how to do that quickly. And then once it was in place, people were getting the $500. Like the system was rolling, it was working, and so. That was a great thing back then. And so now you're a vice president or something, right? You're the secretary of state.
I am nothing. I am nothing.
Oh.
I'm just.
Oh, just wait.
You're going to be something soon.
But just what
Can
they
you fundraise?
gave back is just friendship and just support.
Yeah.
And the whole club is just, it's more than just
When
whatever
you-
the $500 gift
Yeah.
card is. It's a friendship.
How many
and it's
meetings?
A family.
How many meetings have you gone to where you've seen another dude in the room? I mean, I know there are 2 or 3 guys in the women's club, but they've never told me who they are.
You got to go to water aerobics.
I see. Because the dudes are perverts and they want to go to the water aerobics class. I know what it's like. When
And
is
that
the
has
next
nothing to do with the women's club.
When is the next class, by the way?
Every Sunday.
I see. And where is it? At Margaritaville? Very nice. Yeah. Well, thank you for telling your story. Mayor Dan leads the water aerobics class. I didn't know that. I'm definitely going to that one. Well, thank you for telling your story. Can we get a big hand for Mary Ann, everybody? That was precious. Thank you. All right, Mary, what else do we need to do here? What's the Megan's got something else. Sorry, Megan.
I do. So we have this beautiful brochure that we've put together, and it's got a lot of the points that Mary has been talking about in this brochure, along with some additional information. But Mary Ellen just shared her story, and I'd like to share a couple other stories with you as well.
Change microphones. There we go. That's how you hear that buzz.
Yours was better.
I dropped that before. That's why it's broke. I got to get a real job.
So I'm actually going to share a couple other stories from the 33931 funding that we did, because I just really want people to understand the impact that we were able to give. And we want to continue that legacy for an incredibly long time for our community. So I'm going to read just a couple things, and I had to put my cheaters on, so I apologize. First one, what a blessing. Our needs were overwhelming and immediate. Thank you to the Women's Club for extending a helping hand to so many locals and without red tape. It lifted my spirits. Thank you. That's Diane Bianti. Second one, you have no idea how much I appreciated the $500 you gave me after Hurricane Ian. It was heaven sent, and the Women's Club helped me through one of the hardest times of my life. And that was from Nancy Bartel. The third one I'm going to read, the Women's Club of Fort Myers Beach has been a steadfast supporter of our community's educational endeavors. Their generous donations has significantly bolstered Fort Myers Beach Elementary's academic programs, particularly in the areas of robotics and other STEM initiatives. Additionally, their provision of a large storage unit has been invaluable, ensuring that all of our instructional and operational assets are securely housed and readily accessible. We are profoundly grateful for their unwavering commitment to enhancing the educational experiences of our beach school students. And that is from the Fort Myers Beach Elementary School principal, Dr. Tracy Kohler. Those are just a few of the ones that we have received back. We have gotten so many thank yous over the past 2 years. It's overwhelming for us as an organization. When it sinks in the impact that we have on this community. And again, that's just our goal to take it forward. We intend to be here for a very long time, and we can't wait to be in that building.
Do we know? I know I might be asking a question that's too soon, Mary, but are you able to never mind, I'll ask it later. You can't break ground or do anything, you can't do a shovel in the ground or nothing like that until you feel like you have a certain amount of money, right? You can't. Sorry.
The goal of the board of directors and on the capital campaign committee is to finish this project without having any debt. We just don't feel that's the legacy that we want to leave future members with. So our goal is $3 million to put shovels in the ground and then raise the last 1.3 afterwards.
Gotcha. All right, so give the website out again for people that can go on and upload their picture to the Yellow Army Lounge. I mean, come on, people. We're leaving a legacy of this crazy thing that we created after the storm with these goofy yellow shirts and all the money we raised back at the beginning, and everybody that comes to the shows and donates to all the fundraisers and cleans the streets and cleans the beach. Give out the website again so people can upload a picture. It's $50 toward a $1 million goal.
fmb-wc.org.
And if somebody can type it in the chat box, that would be great. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Megan.
Sorry. For anybody that's here this evening, we do have brochures over here. I have small palm cards if that's easier for you to walk with. And we do have the ability, if you're not a women's club member, but you would like to be, we can do that here for you this evening. And we have some pub passports and holiday raffle tickets.
When is the
We
next
brought
event?
everything.
When is the next event?
The Christmas Tree Festival is
Christmas. Holy
13th
smokes.
and 14th.
December 13th and 14th.
All right. Thank you to everybody for coming tonight. Thank you to the Women's Club, everybody. Big hand for Mary and Marianne and Barbara and Megan and Matt Price, Jim Inc., Albert D'Ambrose. Come up and take a look at the pictures. Go on the website and upload your picture for $50, and you'll be part of history forever. Your mug will be up there for tens of thousands of years. Your great-grandkids will say, "Where's my mom?" There she is in this Yellow Army Lounge, whatever that means back then. We appreciate you guys. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we'll be live from La Di Da. That's over at Margaritaville with Amanda Cochran and a school board candidate, and Sunday with the mayor. Oh, wait, I get it backwards. The Saturday show's at 11. The Sunday show's at 10 o'clock. And my wife's birthday is on Tuesday, so feel free to text her a happy birthday. It's going to be her birthday on Tuesday. Yeah. So happy birthday to my wife, and we'll be walking on Washington Street tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So if you live on Washington Street, don't feel obligated to bring out a mimosa. No reason to do that if you don't want to. They do that on Dan Allers' street, that's for damn sure. So go ahead, Mary.
We've just well, Barb, come tell me the.
Wait, we have a total. I feel like we're doing the Jerry Lewis telethon. Let's get a fresh total, everybody.
I'll say we just received a $500 check from Bayside Builders.
Very nice.
And
let's go to the tote board, Ed McMahon.
here, do this one. Here.
Nobody remembers the Jerry Lewis telethon but me.
Try this one.
Sorry.
Turn around.
I'm just too busy talking to myself.
Nobody. Okay. I just wanted to tell you that our newest member, Cindy Donnelly, just donated $500.
Very nice.
Thank you, Cindy.
Oh, my wife is watching, so she heard me say something about her birthday. Dang it. 11. The show tomorrow's at 11. The show on Sunday's at 10 o'clock. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy your Nervous Nellies, and we appreciate Tyler setting this up for us. You all have a great weekend. And remember to vote on August 20th, but only vote once, if you know what I mean.